welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. Amid the challenging weather conditions, Delhi's overall air quality showed a marginal improvement. The city's air quality index, or AQI, was recorded in the very poor category, with an average reading of 384 at around 8 am as per data. Despite this improvement at the city level, pollution levels remained alarmingly high in several localities. A dense blanket of fog covered large parts of the national capital and adjoining cities, such as Noida, affecting routine movement and visibility. Along the Dwarka Expressway, vehicles were seen crawling with headlights switched on, highlighting the impact of fog on early morning travel. Commuters across several stretches reported slower traffic movement as drivers exercised caution due to poor sightlines. Meanwhile, I am being joined by my colleague Yash Ahuja, who will take you through the live AQI across the Delhi NCR region. Yash, if you can take us through what the latest updates are regarding the AQI in various areas of the Delhi NCR region.
Yes, Shivani, as you very rightly pointed out, in the run-up to the New Year's, because of fog and because of dense fog, Delhi AQI has worsened yet again. If you look at your screens, the average air quality index is at 396, which is hazardous. The PM 2.5 levels going above 271 and PM 10 levels going at 385. If we take a look at map of Delhi NCR region and we zoom out, all you can see is red dots across the Delhi NCR region. Nowhere is it to be seen that the AQI is either below or near 200 or 250 mark, which is again hazardous enough, which is severe enough, but not as bad as 414. Now just zooming in to the center of the national capital, this is the HT House in the heart of national capital in Connaught Place, Circus. 416 air quality index. It is hazardous. If you take a look at Baba Khadak Singh Marg area, this is where bigwigs of the national capital live in. This is where all the MPs, all the ministers, all the bureaucrats live. And this again has hazardous 466 air quality index. Taking a look, zooming out and taking a look at Daryaganj area, this is a very dense, highly populated area, 396 air quality, very, very severe, going towards northwest of Delhi. If you take a look at West Punjabi Bagh extension, 415. Now these, just to give our viewers a little context, these are very populous areas. These are very highly populated. These are the areas which have a lot of schools. These are the areas which have a lot of colleges. And this, again, 400 air quality. This is not good for the people living and traveling in the national capital. Taking a look at Green Park, this is a green belt. This is where a lot of the parks are. If you take a look at this point on the map, this is the Sanjay One. This is the Aravali Biodiversity Park. This is the Deer Park. This is the Jamali Kamali Trunk. It is surrounded by green patches, by green areas. But the air quality remains 444. The air quality remains 431 near Basant Vihar station. Zooming out, going towards Ghaziabad, if you take a look at Arthala, 398 severe air quality with PM 2.5 levels going above 248 and PM 10 levels going at 331. This is again a very industrial area, yet another populous area, but more industries, more factories towards this. If you take a look at Gautam Budh Nagar, this is where a lot of industries, a lot of building work happens, and 648 air quality. As we very well know by now, it is not just the vehicular pollution that causes this to happen. It is not just it is not just the vehicular pollution. It is also it is also because of construction work, it is also because of buildings, it is also because of potholes, it is also because of people waiting in traffic, just burning their fuels off. Zooming out a little, if we go towards Gurgaon for now, this is what Gurgaon looks like. This is the GMDA Leisure Valley Park. This is a very popular area. This is where a lot of concerts happen. So again, a lot of footfall in the area. 405 air quality. If you take a look at this Huda colony, 470 air quality. If you zoom in a little, go towards a very populous area, DLF Phase 2 Sector 25, 414 air quality. This is where a lot of offices are. This is where a lot of MNCs have their headquarters. Again, very, very bad air quality. Belvedere Towers, 409 with PM 2.5 levels going at 262 and PM 10 levels going above 392. Zooming out, this is how the National Capital Region looks like. Remember, days before the AQI dropped a little, we got into a better category. We got not as good as we would want it, but again, it was a big improvement. But again, if you look at it now, it is very, very bad. It is hazardous, 400 plus AQI all over the national capital. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Yash, for that detailed AQI tracking of the National Capital Region. On Tuesday morning, 30th December, the AQI settled at 385 with a general visibility of 350 meters. IMD has issued an alert for dense to moderate fog in the city. On the 29th, the overall 24-hour average AQI stood at 401. Delhi continues to struggle with severe air pollution, making even basic breathing difficult for residents. In December this year, the capital recorded its worst average air quality in the past 7 years, with an average AQI of 349, the highest since 2018. Joining us on the broadcast is my colleague Aditya Buthavan with more on this. Aditya, the AQI seems to be deteriorating further. Now we have data that actually states that December has been the worst in the past 7 years.
Well, absolutely. Shivani, this year what has happened is, in fact, definitely in the past year, the cold in Delhi has broken all records, and definitely at this juncture, indeed at this juncture, it's a biting cold, and dense fog has engulfed the Delhi NCR completely. And due to this, the twin threat of this pollution and biting cold, people are struggling, the Delhiites, the hospitalizations are increasing, and due to this intense foggy conditions, there has been a delay of trains and flight services, which is absolutely causing inconvenience to the passengers. And definitely in the times to come, definitely also we could expect the situation to remain like this, considerably till 15 January as per the predictions by the meteorological department. These foggy conditions are expected to continue in the days to come, and definitely due to this, people traveling from Delhi to other destinations, and people arriving in Delhi definitely are on the back foot, because there will be a huge cancellations and delay of trains and flight services, because the minimum if you talk about the flight services, minimum visibility that is required is 50 meters, to undertake any takeoff or landing operation. So indeed, it's a Herculean task for the
Aditya, I would request you to stay on with us. In fact, we have some more inputs on the AQI front, where the AQI has crossed 400 in several areas in Delhi on 30th December. Anand Vihar recorded an AQI of 450. Chandni Chowk stood at 432, Ashok Vihar at 437, Bhavana at 382, and Wazirpur recorded an AQI of 454. An official said that in December 2018, Delhi's average AQI was recorded at 360, which was earlier considered one of the worst pollution periods. However, recent figures show that the city is once again nearing those alarming levels. Delhi NCR continues to remain amongst the most polluted regions in the country, pointing to local sources like vehicles, construction dust and industrial emissions as major concerns. So Aditya, when we look at the AQI as well, people are finding it difficult to breathe, even though it's the temperatures are low, there is fog, but air pollution continues to remain a problem for the citizens of Delhi.
Well, absolutely. Shivani, air pollution is a very problematic situation for the people of Delhi. As you mentioned, hotspots like Anand Vihar, always see more than 450 AQI across Delhi, and several other hotspots like Jahangir Puri in Delhi, and definitely all these areas see are the hotspots of the pollution, and definitely people are facing difficulties due to this AQI. Problems in breathing. Hospitalizations are increasing, and clearly we are standing. I would just request my video journalist also to pan across and show you the visuals from here at this juncture. This, you see, entire Delhi is engulfed in a thick layer of smog and definitely and fog. Due to this combined duo of smog and fog, the pollutants, the 2.5 particulate matter remains suspended in the air, which is causing further problems for the people of Delhi. And indeed, clearly it is visible. It is so hazy, cloud at this juncture. Such hazy conditions are prevailing in the national capital. So indeed, it is a very, very difficult time, and it needs to be seen what the authorities do to take stock of the situation. Shivani, back to you.
Right, Aditya, I'd request you to stay on with us as we are tracking some more updates.